Today a reader, tomorrow a leader. SSET Englishtown.
Hello and welcome to another SSET video. Today we are doing a lesson for our 1C class. It is our Monday, Wednesday, Friday 4 o'clock class, and today we are doing reading. So you will need your Mouse Tales reading book and also the 1C reading workbook. So make sure you have both books before you start. Now today we are doing the workbook. We are doing page 27 and page 28, and we are going to read Mouse Tales' story from page 32 to 41. So let's do the story first, so Mouse Tales. So turn to page 32 in your Mouse Tales book, and the story we are doing today is The Mouse and the Winds. The Mouse and the Winds. So if you are ready to go, let's start the story. All right, let's start on page 32. A mouse went out in his boat, but there was no wind. The boat did not move. "Wind," shouted the mouse, "come down and blow my boat across the lake." "Here I am," said the west wind. The west wind blew and blew. The mouse and the boat went up in the air and landed on the roof of a house. So here we have the mouse is in a boat. The wind came, it blew the boat up in the air, and the boat landed on a house. Okay, next page, 34. "Wind," shouted the mouse, "come down and blow my boat off this house." "Here I am," said the east wind. The east wind blew and blew. The mouse and the boat and the house went up in the air and landed on the top of a tree. "Wind," shouted the mouse, "come down and blow my boat off this house and off this tree." Next page, 36. "Here I am," said the south wind. The south wind blew and blew. The mouse and the boat and the house and the tree went up in the air and landed on the top of a mountain. So the boat has landed on the house has landed on a tree, and they've all landed on the mountain. Okay, next page, 38. "Wind," shouted the mouse, "come down and blow my boat off this house and off this tree and off this mountain." "Here I am," said the north wind. The north wind blew and blew. The mouse and the boat and the house and the tree and the mountain went up in the air and came down into the lake. Next page, 40. The mountain sank and became an island. The tree landed on the island and burst into bloom. The house landed next to the tree. A lady looked out of a window in the house and said, "What a nice place to live." And the mouse just sailed away. Okay, so that is our story. So that was The Mouse and the Winds. Now, we need to answer some questions on your workbook. So have a look at pages 27 and 28 in your workbook. Page 27 and 28. So page 27 is, first question, why didn't the mouse's boat move? Why didn't his boat move? If we have a look here, why didn't his boat move? A mouse went out in his boat, but there was no wind. The boat did not move. So why didn't the mouse's boat move? So the mouse's boat didn't move because there was no wind. Alright, so let's read the question again. Number 1. Why didn't the mouse's boat move? The mouse's boat didn't move because there was no wind. There was no wind, so his boat couldn't sail. Alright, question number 2. Where did the west wind blow the mouse's boat to? The west wind. Alright, have a look on your page 33 in your book, page 33. The west wind blew and blew. The mouse and the boat went up in the air and landed on the roof of a house. They landed on the roof of a house. So the question is, where did the west wind blow the mouse's boat? So 2. The west wind blew, this is past tense, blew the mouse's boat onto a house. Onto a house. So question number 2 again. Where did the west wind blow the mouse's boat to? The west wind blew the mouse's, make sure you use apostrophe, yes, the mouse's boat onto a house. Onto a house. All right, make sure you're writing your answers. Question number 3. What did the mouse tell the wind to do next? What did the mouse tell the wind to do next? So have a look on page 34. 34. What did the mouse tell the wind to do? The mouse shouted. Wind, shouted the mouse, come down and blow my boat off this house. So he said, blow my boat off this house. He said, blow my boat off this house. Blow my boat off this house. The question number 3 was, what did the mouse tell the wind to do next? The mouse, he said, blow my boat off this house. All right, I'm going to erase 1 and 2. So question number 4. Question 4. What did the east wind do? The east wind. All right, let's have a look. Page 34. The east wind blew and blew. The mouse and the boat and the house went up in the air and landed on the top of a tree. So the east wind. What did the east wind do? The east wind blew the mouse on top of a tree. So question number 4. What did the east wind do? The east wind blew, past tense, blew the mouse on top of a tree. So he landed on top of a tree. Number 5. What did the mouse tell the wind to do next? Have a look. Wind, shouted the mouse on page 35. Come down and blow my boat off this house and off this tree. So he said, blow my boat off this tree. Blow my boat off this tree. And you can use an exclamation mark, all right? Make sure you use exclamation marks because it's very strong feeling. Blow my boat off this tree. Let's do question number 6. Question number 6. What did the south wind do? The south wind. Turn your book to page 36. Here I am, said the south wind. The south wind blew and blew. The mouse and the boat and the house and the tree went up in the air and landed on the top of a mountain. So what did the south wind do? It blew everything onto the top of a mountain. So the south wind blew the boat, the house, the tree, and the tree onto a mountain. All right, so question number 6, I'll just read again. Question number 6, what did the south wind do? So here I am, said the south wind. The south wind blew and blew. The mouse and the boat and the house and the tree went up in the air and landed on the top of a mountain. So what did the south wind do? The south wind blew the boat, the house and the tree onto a mountain. All right, I'm going to erase 4 and 5. So let's do question number 7. Question number 7. Then what did the north wind do? The north wind. Turn the page. Have a look on page 39. The north wind blew and blew. The mouse and the boat and the house and the tree and the mountain went up in the air and came down into the lake. So what did the north wind do? The north wind blew everything into the lake. So the north wind blew everything into the lake. So everything is the mouse, the boat, the house, and the tree. And the mountain into the lake. So that was what the north wind did. The north wind blew everything into the lake. Question number 8. What happened to the mountain? So when the mountain went into the lake, what happened? Have a look, page 40. The mountain sank and became an island. So what happened to the mountain? The mountain sank and became an island. Now we did island in your vocab words. So what is an island? An island is a piece of land surrounded by water. So a piece of land that has water all around it. And what is a famous island? Jeju Island. So the mountain sank, so this is past tense, sank. The mountain sank and became an island. Question number 9. What happened to the tree? Page 40. The tree landed on the island and burst into bloom. The tree landed on the island and burst into bloom. The tree landed on the island and burst into bloom. All right, I'm going to erase 7 and 8, so make sure you have written these answers. If you haven't, just pause. All right, so question number 10. Where did the house land? Page 40, still in your book. The house landed next to the tree. The house landed next to the tree. So the mountain went into the lake. It sank a little bit into the lake and then it became an island. And then the tree landed on top of the island, and then the house came down and landed next to the tree. All right, question number 11. Who looked out the window of the house? Who looked out of the window of the house? Page 41, 41. A lady looked out of a window in the house. So a lady. A lady looked out the window. A lady looked out the window. A lady looked out the window. Question 11. Question 11. A lady looked out the window. Question 12. What did the lady in the house say? What did she say? Have a look on page 41. A lady looked out of a window in the house and said, "What a nice place to live." So, the lady said, remember we have to do these because we're doing talking. The lady said, what a nice place to live. What a nice place to live. And make sure you do that at the end as well. So this is start of talking and end of talking, and we can do exclamation mark. So question 12 was, what did the lady say? The lady said, what a nice place to live. So one more question. 13. Question 13. Finally, what did the mouse in the boat do? What did the mouse in the boat do? Page 41. What did the mouse do? And the mouse just sailed away. So what did the mouse do? The mouse sailed away. The mouse sailed away. All right, so that is all the questions for page 27, but we still have another exercise to do here. Now make sure you have written these down because I'm going to erase them. So pause if you have to. All right, now, in our vocab we did north, south, east, and west. So we have a compass. A compass is a little thing that you hold aloft, and it has a dial like an arrow in it. It always points up to north, and it helps you find your way. So remember, we said north is always at the top of a compass or a map. South is always at the bottom, so this is north. East is on this side, and what is this one? North, south, east, and west. West is on that side, so north, south, east, and west. Now on your diagram here, there are some more. So this is north, south, east, and west, but we also have some in the middle here. So what are they? If you have a look at this one, north and east. So what would those be in the middle? Northeast, northeast, it is northeast. N-E, northeast. Right, what about this one? South and east. South and east. So this one would be southeast. So S-E, southeast. South, S, east, E. All right, what about this side? South and west. South and west, southwest, southwest. It is southwest. Okay, you never say west, south. It's always north, east, south, east, and this one, north and west, is northwest. So always first, you always say either north or south when you're doing the ones in the middle, okay? It's always north or south first. So northeast, northeast, northwest, and south, southeast, and southwest, southwest, okay? So make sure you write them in your little compass down the bottom here. Okay, let's go to page 28. 28. So that is 27 finished. 27 finished. 27 finished. All right, we have a little bit of writing to do for 28. Now, this page we have to talk about the main idea and supporting ideas about a story. Now, the first one has been done. The main idea is, "Wind," shouted the mouse, "come down and blow my boat across the lake." So what is the supporting detail? Supporting detail 1. Supporting detail 1. Supporting detail 1. "Wind," shouted the mouse. Have a look. Go back to the beginning of the story. So page 32. "Wind," shouted the mouse, "come down and blow my boat across the lake." What did the wind say? So supporting detail 1 is, "Here I am," said the west wind. 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 All right, so that is supporting detail 1. Supporting detail 1 up the top here. Supporting detail 1. The next one we have to do is supporting detail 3. Now let's read supporting detail 2. Supporting detail 2 says, "The west wind blew and blew." So what is supporting detail 3? Supporting detail 3. So let's find the west wind blew and blew. Have a look on page 33. The west wind blew and blew. So what happened? The mouse and the boat went in the air and landed on a house. So supporting detail 3. The mouse and the boat went in the air and landed on a house. So supporting detail 3, the mouse and the boat went in the air and landed on a house. The mouse and the boat went in the air and landed on a house. Landed on a house. All right. The next one we have to do is supporting detail. Main idea. We have to do the main idea here. The main idea. So make sure you have written this. So the next one is main idea. Main idea. Main idea. So what happened after that? Now, the supporting detail 1, it says, "Here I am." Here I am, said the east wind. So what happened before "here I am" said the east wind? Here. "Here I am," said the east wind. "Here I am," said the east wind. That is supporting detail 1. Supporting detail 1. "Here I am," said the east wind. Can you see that? Supporting detail 1. Here I am. So we have to do the one before that, the main idea. So what happened in the book before "here I am"? Well, it is, "Wind," shouted the mouse, "come down and blow my boat off this house." So this is the main idea. Wind, shouted the mouse. Wind, shouted the mouse. Exclamation mark here. Come down. Wind, shouted the mouse. Come down and blow my boat. And blow my boat. Blow my boat off this house. Off this house. And we can do another exclamation mark there. Don't forget, this is talking, so you have to do those ones. So the main idea, this one, main idea, here, main idea. Wind, shouted the mouse, come down and blow my boat off this house. Wind, shouted the mouse, come down and blow my boat off this house. All right, now I'm going to erase supporting detail 1 and supporting detail 3. So make sure you have written these. If you need more time, just pause the video. So the next one we have to do is supporting detail 2. Supporting detail 2. So after, here I am, said the east wind. So supporting detail 2. Supporting detail 2. Supporting detail 2. So here I am, said the east wind. So page 34. The east wind blew and blew. The mouse and the boat and the house went up in the air. So this part here. The east wind blew and blew. The east wind blew and blew. The east wind blew and blew. So that is supporting detail number 2. Supporting detail 2 here. This one in your book, in the middle. All right, now we have to go right down to supporting detail 3. Right down the bottom, supporting detail 3. And it's about the south wind. South wind. So supporting detail 3. Supporting detail 3. The south wind blew and blew. So let's have a look at the south wind. So have a look in your book. Page 36. Page 36. Here I am, said the south wind. The south wind blew and blew. The south wind blew and blew. So after that, supporting detail 3. The mouse and the boat and the house and the tree went up in the air and landed on the top of a mountain. All right, so supporting detail 3 is the mouse, the boat, the house, the mouse, the boat, the house, and the tree went up in the air So the mouse, the boat, the house, and the tree went up in the air and landed on the top of a mountain. And landed on top of a mountain. Right, that answer is quite long, so I will give you a bit of time to write your answer. I will just read it again. So supporting detail 3. Supporting detail 3. Now this is supporting detail 3. Right down the bottom here. Right down the bottom. So supporting detail 3, this one. After the south wind blew and blew. The south wind blew and blew. So supporting detail 3 is the mouse, the boat, the house, and the tree. So the mouse, the boat, the house, and the tree went up in the air and landed on top of a mountain. Now, what is the next main idea? We have to do the next main idea. So it said, before, here I am, said the east wind. So look, here I am, said the east wind. Oh, here I am, said the east wind. So let's go back to page 34. Go back to page 34. The east wind blew and blew. No, sorry. This one. Here I am. Here I am, said the east wind. So right down the bottom. Right down the bottom. Here I am, said the east wind. So before that, we have to do the main idea. So we have to do this one, the main idea here. So what is the main idea before? Before, here I am, said the east wind. Here I am, said the east wind. Now, if you need some time, you write that because I'm going to erase. So main idea. So before, here I am, said the east wind. Here I am, said the east wind. Come down and blow my boat off the house. So wind, shouted the mouse. Wind, come down and blow. Come down and blow my boat off this house. Come down and blow my boat off this house. So the main idea is wind, come down and blow my boat off this house. All right, we have one more to do. One more to do down the bottom here. Last one here. It is supporting detail 2. Here I am, said the east wind. Here I am, said the east wind. So the east wind blew and blew. So supporting detail 2. Now I think this should be the north wind because we've done east, west, south, and I think this one should be north. But I'm just following the book. It says east here, but I think it should be north because the other ones we've already done. But I'm just going to follow the book. So we are doing supporting detail 2. The north wind, the east wind blew and blew. So the east wind blew and blew. The east wind blew and, oh, that's a terrible B, isn't it? The east wind blew and blew. So that is your last one, the supporting detail. I'll just quickly show you. Supporting detail 2, right down the bottom of page 28. All right, so make sure you have written these ones. All right, make sure you've written all this. If you need to pause the video, please do, because I'm going to erase. Okay, all right, let's quickly do some vocab. Now we have done page 28, and let's do some vocabulary. So turn to page 20. Page 20, and we will do some vocab. Now, we're doing the last from journey, this one, 42, journey, down to 63, the last one, which is snore. Okay, so first one, journey. What is a journey? All right, in your book it says to travel from one place to another. So it's just like a vacation. So it's going from one place to another. So that is a journey. The next one is fall apart. Or in your book it has past tense as well, fell apart. Fall and past tense, fell. Fall apart or fell apart. To break into pieces. So if you have something and it falls apart, that means it breaks and all the pieces come out and basically it's broken. Okay, so if you have a camera or your phone and everything just falls off, then it's broken. It falls into pieces, falls apart, falls into pieces. All right, next one is tramp. Tramp, or past tense, tramped. Tramped. Now that is to walk heavy. So someone who tramps walks very heavy. So that is tramp or tramped. Past tense, ed. So walk very heavy. Next one, horrid. Oh, horrid. Oh, that was horrid. Means terrible. Something that is very terrible is horrid. Horrid. H-O-R-R-I-D. Horrid, very terrible. Terrible. Next one, all at once. All at once. All at once. So suddenly, all of a sudden, something happens. All at once, something happened. The tree fell over. Suddenly, all at once. So all at once means suddenly and at the same time. So at the same time. All right, let's do another one. Suspenders. 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 Now, these are what sometimes you might see the older people wearing. The older men might wear suspenders. This is for our next couple of stories. Oh, okay. I'll show you a picture. The story of okay. This one here, if you can see. See this red thing on his shoulder, on his stomach? Okay, they are suspenders. You wear them over your shoulders. You have two, and they come down and they hold with a clip, and they hold your pants up. So men wear them. So they clip on and hold your pants at the front and also at the back. So they keep your pants up. You don't have to wear a belt. So they are called suspenders. Suspenders. All right, next one is fill. Fill. Fill, or past tense, ed, filled. Filled. To put into something until it is full. So if you have a glass and you want to put some water into your glass, you pour the water in and it's getting higher, 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 and then you stop when the water is at the top, and that's fill. So you fill your glass with water. So fill, fill. Next one is not care. It's not care. Not care. So this is to not think it is important. So if you do not care about something, then you don't think it is important. So if you do not care about studying your vocab, that means you think it's not important, but it is very important. So you must care. You should care about your vocab, okay? So do not care means you think it is not important. Not important. All right, two more. Until. 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 So this is up to a time. Up to a time. So you have class for 40 minutes. So up until 40 minutes, then you must stay in class. But after that, up to a time, which is 40 minutes, then you can go. So until. Up to a time. And last one. Snore. Snore. Snore is making a sound with your nose when you sleep, like. So that is called snoring. Past tense is snored with a D, snored. Okay, so journey, fall apart, tramp, horrid, all at once, suspenders, fill, not care, until, and snore. Okay, that is all we have time for today. So this was for our 1C reading class. We are doing Mouse Tales. This is our 1C reading book. So until we do another video, that is all we have time for today. So until next time, be safe and see you again. Bye-bye.
Today a reader, tomorrow a leader. SSET Englishtown.